having a master. I have no problem serving my director. That's my job. I want to make them happy. That to me was really, certainly, the gateway into discovering John. I feel I found the speaking voice through the singing voice. I'd see child actors and I'd get so jealous, because they're just completely wide open. I'm vomiting days before I start shooting a new movie. I've never made $20 million. I'm scared. I don't know if you gave me the ring if I could carry it and bring it to Ozamorph, or whatever you call it. I don't spend most of my life in front of the. For me, I guess I'm the acting equivalent of somebody that jumps off buildings in parachutes. I don't think one should be comfortable standing on a stage with people applauding and laughing at every stupid thing you say. I wouldn't feel satisfied being on set every day doing a romantic comedy. I'd be bored to death. I'm proud of my brother. I would never not want to be associated with him. I've made up so many stories about my name, I can't remember. I've worked with a lot of people on music and oftentimes those things don't work out. It's an amazing feeling to go into a studio and really be alone. My dissatisfaction with acting has nothing to do with being uncomfortable or vulnerable or feeling like people are going to criticize me. That's not the problem. I love scripts about relationships, and I love to see puppy love evolving into this mature love and communication. I enjoy writing rhymes and sitting alone in a room listening to beats. It's pretty amazing. The offers were, like, a lot of money, maybe not for other actors, but definitely for me. But I don't want that power. I don't want $20 million power. I don't bring my life into a character at all. I don't feel challenged by acting anymore. I don't enjoy the process anymore. Every single movie that I've ever done has affected my life. I always feel more changed by a character than I affect them or change them. Always. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. There is no need for fur, since there are compassionate alternatives. I didn't know much about him, and I wasn't a big country music fan. I listened to the Beatles and David Bowie, so I didn't know a lot about him. For me, I'd rather have an intense experience than not. How can you work in film and still see the overt racism that exists in film and not just be furious all the time? I like being an employee. I like making somebody happy, and if they're not, then I'm crushed. I don't walk around like I'm a movie star because I don't think of myself as a movie star. People usually don't even notice me. I've always loved hip-hop. Since I was a kid, that's the music that I loved. I think everyone of our generation kind of fantasized about hip-hop in some ways. My personal life absolutely goes down the drain when I start working. That's something that I'm incapable of doing. I've been prepping for my role as Medusa. I've been in clubs. I don't like being in an enclosed place with really loud music and a lot of drunk people. It's not my idea of a good time. It's just such a miserable life. I do like to collaborate, and I like hearing other people, and I like how somebody's performance will affect my own. I don't know a single person in life that doesn't have conflict. I'm like the kid that crams for tests and never remembers anything. I like working all the time. I hate taking breaks. I don't like the weekends. The less someone knows about me, the better, because my intention is to play a variety of characters. Do I have a large frog in my hair? I have the sensation that something is eating my brain. I don't have the slightest desire to speak over my dead brother. It gets on my nerves to always be compared with him. My brother was a magnificent person and an outstanding actor. I don't know why I always get to play these guys who have few redeeming features. But don't knock it. Villains are much more fun. Is it that your dream is unattainable, or is it that you have the wrong dream? It takes nothing away from a human to be kind to an animal. Whether you think a film will affect society or it's plain entertainment, it's all excellent, it's all noble. You can take that I'm an artiste stuff to the wrong extreme, too. The only reason why I would like to be accepted? Because if your movies don't do well, after a while you don't get to make any more movies. My parents were just searching for an alternative way of raising their children. I feel like everything you learn as an actor growing up is wrong. You're supposed to hit your mark, find your light and know your lines. Those are all things that just make things wooden, dull and boring. When I look back, I can't believe how my parents managed, but the cliché is true. We didn't have money, but we were rich in so many other ways. I guess I had what you could call an unconventional upbringing. You see so many earnest characters in movies all the time. Everyone has a purpose. Might I be ridiculous? Might my career in music be laughable? Yeah, that's possible, but that's certainly not my intention. I would try and sing along with bands that I liked, but it sounded so atrocious that I couldn't. In every film, whether it's a fictional character or not, you create an idea of the character, and for me, I always do a bad impersonation to start with. Going out on a stage publicly and not knowing how people are going to react to you, once I experienced that, it made me feel much more comfortable about going into a scene.